So this is the bat face, and for this look I'll be using my MAC Chroma Cakes, which is water activated colours. First I'll try to map out where I want the design to be. I'm not really sure how I want it, but I keep looking at reference pictures of bats' faces and then taking it from there. First I'm dabbing on some pink onto the nose and a bit to the mouth as well. I'm just using a sponge for this, getting the product worked into the skin. Then I'm taking this light brown and just applying it to the rest of my face, as the bat I was looking at had a brown fur. And again I'm just using the sponge to dab the colours into my skin. Then I'm taking this white paint and trying to draw out the lines of the nose as well as highlighting. Instead I just decided to make the entire nose and mouth bit a tiny bit lighter. Then I'm adding some highlights to the forehead as well, using a slightly lighter brown than the one we used for the face. Also adding some depth with adding some black and then blending it out with a slightly cleaner, fluffier brush. Then I'm using this dark brown to add the different shapes of the nose, where it should be the nostrils and all the other bumps and stuff that's going on. And I'm doing the same thing with the mouth, just mapping out where I want the teeth and the tongue to be. And then I'm filling the gaps in with some black. And then adding a little mark where I want my eyes to be. And I'm just adding some more dark lines around the mouth to define it a bit more. Then I'm just dabbing on some dark brown to contour my face a little bit. Again, I'm adding some dark brown just to shade around the eyes a bit more to create some different definitions to the face. Then I'm adding some small dents to the nose and just shading them out with my fluffier brush and adding some red to create some shading as well. I keep looking at the reference picture still, as I have no idea how this is going to turn out in the end. I'm also adding some white to highlight in certain places. And I'm adding some brown around the nose again because I made the pink a bit too far out. Again, just shading all the lines so they don't look too harsh and look a bit more blended into the skin. And I'm just adding some dark colors at the nostrils. I felt like I made the lines a bit too close at the forehead, so I'm trying to widen them out a little bit. Then I'm adding some white to the cheekbones to make them stand out a little bit more and make them look a bit more pointy as well. And then just smudging the color out with my sponge again. Then again, I'm adding some more details to the nose. And then highlighting on the nose a bit more again, so we can really see these tiny details. Then I'm adding some white to the lower lip as well. And then I'm just painting the tongue a slightly darker red than the rest. And making a slightly lighter triangle in the center. And then I'm just painting the teeth white as well. Again, I'm just adding lots of shading with this tiny brush to make those details stand out a lot more. Then I'm adding some dark hair strokes. I'm just adding them where I added the dark shading before, so it kind of gives that depth that I want it to. And then I'm just painting the eyes as tiny dark round circles. And then I'm adding some tiny white hairs where I want the highlights of the face to be. I'm also adding some dots to the nose as well. And that is the final look. I hope you like it. Thank you, bye.